Start streaming button, start recording button. We'll see how the internet button is working tonight. No dropped frames yet, so that's always a good sign. Let's travel to another home point, such as Windy. Let's do Windy. And it's going to be Windurst Watchers, I think. Yes, that one. Homeboy number 4. Yes, please. I was about to hit the record button a little bit earlier, and then Miss Kitty was like, no, I'm going to rub my cold nose up against your ear. It was not cool. But looks like Twitch is picking us up without any trouble. So hello, everyone. It is Tuesday, December 26, 2017. I'm Dent. That's Cynical. That's Gaspy Rhodes. Happy Tuesday, Gaspy. We're still playing Final Fantasy XI Online. It doesn't feel like a Tuesday. Yesterday didn't feel like a Monday. Yesterday was Christmas. And I did try to get home in time to stream some Gain XP funsies, but that didn't work out. I think I got home just about in time, but my hair was a mess. My razor was uncharged. It was all scruffy and fuzzy looking, and Kitty was pissed. Oh my goodness. She went a whole, let me count, 25 hours without a lap to sit in. She was cold and angry, and she'd eaten all her food, which I guess is what we expected. But she survived. We all survived. Draconia! Happy Tuesday. Okay, so this is something that I've only dipped my toe into. To be the Escutcheons. Basically, what did somebody call this? This is like the relic weapon of shields, of a crafting? Something like that? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going... Let me preface this by saying I am not an expert, and I do not know what I'm doing. But that's never stopped me before from trying. So, from the BG Wiki page under category Escutcheons, I also don't know how to pronounce it correctly. I'm just going to basically read what they got here. And if I get any of it wrong, please let me know. Alright, category Escutcheons. Introduced in the February 2017 version update. Escutcheons are classified as ultimate synthesis equipment. Air quotes. By the developers. These were teased at first in a November 2016 freshly picked Vanadil live stream. When fully completed, each shield will has a unique design and is a powerful crafting tool. I think it's supposed to be each shield will have a unique design and is a powerful crafting tool, but adjectives. There are 4 phases in which one must progress in order to fully complete a shield. This consists of countless hours spent crafting and gathering various materials to finally synthesize the shield each time from its component parts. The basic gist of completing a crafting shield is to do the following. Craft normal items while wearing a shield in order to skill it up. Earn around 1 million or more guild points in order to buy analysis crystals. Use these analysis crystals to craft tons of sets in order to earn crafter points. Spend crafter points in exchange for materials to synthesize a shield upgrade. Start the next phase while the shield levels even slower and complete additional contracts from the Guildmaster on top of the aforementioned in progressively increased amounts and repeat until finished. Basically, you will be synthing tons of items for a long time. This is the equivalent of an ultimate weapon crafting equivalent. Alright, beginning the quest. Should we start there? Yeah, let's go to Juno. That way we can just, you know, point out who we're talking to, as opposed to like, there's this Mithra in Port Juno. There's like a couple Mithras in Port Juno. We travel to another home point. Let's pick Juno, and actually let's pick the one by the Milkhouse exit. That one's just a little bit closer. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry. The windy music, it can get very, very, very... Oh! It's this music. I forgot about the Juno Christmas music. I had forced myself to forget about it. This is one that I really didn't like the first 12 years that I heard it. It's starting to grow on me. I don't know why. It just does. Lanos! Happy Tuesday, Lanos. So we ran past the Mithra. It's easy to do. Alright, so this is going to be the character that this next part is going to be talking about. Mook! Or is it going to be Muke Chorosop? Chorosop. I like Muke. I don't know why. It's got that, you know, Mew syllable in it. Alright, beginning the quest. In order to begin creating your shield, you must first achieve the expert rank in a craft and have completed the Records of Eminence quest. First step forward. Speak to Mew Chorosop in Port Juno at G8 after you have achieved this. She will explain the process to you briefly and then give you a unique shield based on your expert craft. Alright, so there's a little menu here that shows the different crafts and the different shields. And the one that you get for cooking, which is what Cynical's, how shall we say, forte is something silly called the Chef's Aspis. Alright, the next step is to trade the shield you receive to your guild master. They will mention the recipe required to complete phase 1 and to synthesize your +1 skill shield. This will also unlock the crafter point system for you to begin accumulating points. And there's a little extra here. Ending the quest, if you started a Escutcheon quest but wish to level a different craft, you must abandon the quest line. Speak with Muke Chorosop and tell her you wish to give up. She will ask 3 times if you truly wish to give up. After confirming, she will tell you to throw away your shield. Until you do these steps, you are not given the option to renounce your artisan rank, your first craft. Until you do these steps, you are not given the option to renounce your artisan rank, your first craft. Furthermore, you will only be able to level your new craft to 100. Okay. Because in FF11, one does not ask to confirm once. Sometimes, but the 3 times is just basically so that when the GMs get the GM call saying, what's the word I'm looking for? I accidentally threw my Escutcheon away. Can I get it back? It's like, did you mean to do it, or was it accidental? It was accidental, because you know you're supposed to, like, ask 3 times. You sure you want to throw this away? Sorry. It's Lanos. Gotta do a frog. Whoa! What happened to the frog? What did you do to my frog, Lanos? Oh. That's not cool, man. You don't go dismissing somebody's frog and /frogging. Not unless... Maybe he didn't mean to do it. Maybe it's an in-game glitch. It's probably an in-game glitch. We're going back to Windy. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so we're going to travel to another home point, the NPC chat. What does that mean? I have no idea. We're going to go ahead and do Windy Waters, homeboy number 4. Yes, please. I should actually make that a, what's the word I'm looking for? Favorite. Got too many favorites. I'll have to, like, drop another favorite. Alright, crafter points. In order to accumulate crafter points, you deliver sets to your respective guild. The maximum number of points you may possess is 50,000. In order to synth a set, you must use a special crystal known as Analysis Crystal. Analysis crystals can be purchased from the traditional guild point vendors for 450 guild points each, or 5,400 guild points for a stack of 12. To see your specific crafts set recipes, please view them on the main crafts page at the following links. And they just got some links for like alchemy sets, bone craft sets, cooking sets. I already got that open in another window. And they also got basically the analysis crystals. Instead of a fire crystal, or fire crystal plus 1, they call it a pyre crystal, because it rhymes with fire, I guess. Yeah, so you like that. A crystal infused with fire energy. It's got the little blue border around it so that it stands out from everything else. Making kits with your crafting shield on will add percentage tally points to your shield if it is equipped. As with regular crafting recipes... Wait, no. Will add percentage tally points to your shield if it is equipped, comma, as with regular crafting recipes. Period. This is a bad idea, though, if your shield has success down on it. Each set you make is tagged with a quality, and they do not stack, even with the same quality. The quality determines how many crafter points you get for turning it in. The points you receive are related to synthesis result qualities and the set's listed level, but are random within a range. Furthermore, the higher the set level, the more points each one is worth on each tier. Data from 2 characters reveals some rough tiers. Normal quality, blah 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 blah, high quality 3, blah 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 blah. As data is limited, data is limited, these should only be taken as a rough guidelines when planning. However, a blacksmith at tier 2 on the 71 set required 191 successful trade-ins to reach 11,000 points. Those of you that like math, 191 successful trade-ins, multiply that by 450 guild points for each crystal. Going to be 85,950 guild points, just in crystals. That's going to take. We're not going to get all that done tonight. In fact, I imagine we're going to run out of guild points before the 3 hours comes up. But all right. So phase 1, improving your craftsmanship. You will need to improve your craftsmanship skill listed on your shield to 100%. I'll show you what they're talking about. I've already done this first part, but it's still there. Craftsmanship, 94.63%. Synthesis success rate -2 for craftsmanship upgrade. Craft on Fire's Day. It's not Fire's Day, is it? No, it's Wednesday. Doesn't matter. Alright, you will need to improve your craftsmanship skill listed on your shield to 100%. Every shield starts off with synthesis success rate -30. And gradually, it decreases the higher your craftsmanship percentage increases. Every successful synthesis will increase your percentage by a fraction of a percent. It is suggested to use the Ionis bonus, which is that thingy, Kitron Macaron, which would be that thingy, Orvale Ring, which I don't know if I have that one. Orvale would be... I don't have the Orvale Ring. Let's open that in a new window. Open like a new tab. And the Artificer's Ring, which would be this one. When you're starting out, this percentage is still high. Alright. Or the Cape. Now, if you have the Cape, get the Cape. I'm going to assume that most of us don't have the Cape, because, you know, that takes some time. Ah, the Orvale Ring. This looks like one of the rings that you would get for finishing Seeker's Battle In. Description: decreases the likelihood of synthesis material loss plus 1%. Increases rate of synthesis success by 1. Increases rate of high quality item synthesis success by 1%. Then synthesis skill gain rate of plus 5%. That is a nice ring. And there is even an Orvale Ring plus 1. But that's another rabbit hole that we're not going down today. Alright, it seems best to rotate between 3 different synths, as you will receive higher increases. High quality synthesis will result in a slightly higher percentage increase than normal quality. It seems that even rotating between 3 synths, at a certain point, there is diminishing returns. Normal quality results seem to range from 0.0 to 0.5, and high quality ranges from 0.5 to 1%. After a large number of rotating geode synths, 0.0 normal qualities and 0.5 high qualities were common. Note that high quality 2 and high quality 3 seem to have higher lower bound and around 0.6 and 0.8 regardless of the number of synths. Hitting the special bonus brings it above the minimum. Overall, at a tier 3 high quality rate, you will need roughly 200 successful synthesis results to reach your goal if cycling between 3+ recipes. People are like, what is he talking about? I think it's a good question. I'll show you in just a sec. You will also notice that there are certain objectives that appear on your shield as you craft. These give bonus percentage points, but are not required to be completed and sometimes are very demanding. The objectives change every few synthesis attempts. It is possible for it to change on a break. Some of the possible objectives appearing are, and I'm not worried about that. So basically what they're talking about. This is just focusing on getting this shield craftsmanship to say 100%. Every now and then, you'll get this bonus, like it says here, for craftsmanship upgrade craft on a Fire's Day. So if I was to wait till Fire's Day, and then craft something, there would be a possible bonus. I'm going to say possible because it's Final Fantasy XI. It's not always guaranteed. And they're talking about rotating three different synthesis. It's probably a good idea to pick something cheap because you're going to be doing a bunch of these. Typically, what I like to do, because I get bored easily, is buy a bunch of materials that does the same synth, and then just create a last synth macro like this. Last synth, weight 25, repeat 6 times. And then every couple of minutes, just hit that macro again. And it'll continue crafting stuff. You'll get some breaks, you'll get some success, stuff like that. Sometimes also create a macro for breaking clusters, because, you know, selecting yourself and targeting that takes too much time. Sorry. That's probably not going to be the bestest way, but if you're like trying to watch a movie at the same time or chat with friends, host a stream, you know, things like that. So I'm not going to do a whole bunch, but let's do a stack just to show you what some of the stuff is. I like getting, say, a stack of rock salt and then a stack of Selbina milk. I think it's milk, might be butter. I think it's milk. And then you go over here. Get some dark crystals. Ephemeral Moogle. We're gonna do crystals return to me. Dark crystals should be at the bottom. I only have 1,700 left. Let's go for 12. Because 12's a nice round number. So the Moogle will give you 1 dark cluster. You can then break said dark cluster. And I really hope I remember this scent. What should be like rock salt and Selbina butter? I'm trying to make stone cheese. Alright, so rock salt, and where'd the milk go? There it is. Selbina milk, click the OK. This should make stone cheese, and if we're lucky, it'll also show a little, hey, you got a point skill ups thingy. Well done. There we go. Craftsmanship has increased by 0.1%. You got 4 blocks of stone cheese. You can hit the equip button again. So now it says 94.73% as opposed to the 94.67. And you just keep going until you run out of crystals, materials, inventory space, or you can get it up to 100%. There we go. Craftsmanship has increased by 0.07%. The bonus condition for increasing the craftsmanship has changed to use plus 5+ materials. So if I was to stop synthing this thingy and find a recipe that had 5 or more materials in it, then you would have a chance at a bonus increase, I believe. But I'm lazy, and I just like to go ahead and just keep doing it like this. Alright, so I'm going to show you some of the gear I got real fast here. This is the Hocho. It's got the cooking skill +3 ninja only, so you got to do this on ninja. To do it on a level 57 ninja only. Chef's hat, which you get with guild points. It gives you a +1 cooking skill. Chef's apron. Oh, I'm sorry, Culinarian's apron. Also gives you +1 cooking. We have the Culinarian's torque, which I believe we got in Gustav Tunnel. That's a cooking skill +2, and then some rings. Your Artificer's ring, which I believe we got from Audalin, the Adventures Coalition. Increases rate of synthesis success by 1%, and then finally the Chef's ring, which you can get with guild points at the guild point person here at the cooking. Cooking success rate +1%, cannot synthesize high quality items. So you don't actually need to do a particular synth. You don't need to. But if you're that kind of person that has to, then by all means, knock yourself out. Here we go. Bonus condition for increasing the craftsmanship I was reading has changed to craft novice slash apprentice recipes. And that's just basically based off the skill. So, you know, what's 200 divided by 12? That's like 144 would be 12. So let's say about 16 stacks of crystals. 16 stacks of Selbina milk. 16 stacks of rock salt. Round it up to 20 if you're doing the cooking way. And just crafts till your heart's content. I like the stone cheese only because if you farm your own dark crystals, you can turn around and sell the stone cheese to an NPC for more gil than what you spent on the ingredients. So I can pick the lowest level crafts and still skill up on it. To a point, what it was saying on the BG Wiki site was that you start getting diminishing returns. So if you try to get all 200 in one go, it probably wouldn't work that well for you. But if you limit yourself to, say, 2 stacks a day, you probably get it done in about 10 days, easily. And 10 days in Final Fantasy XI is like, it's like an eye blink. Kinda. Maybe. I don't know. We did get one break earlier. And if we noticed, we haven't actually gotten a skill up. 1, 2, and plus 4 cents. Maybe we'll get it on this one. Get it on this one. Everybody think positive. Yeah. We're just going to keep using this till we run out of materials. And then we're going to go turn around and start focusing on crafting points. I guess I can go ahead and read that. So anyway, after you hit 100% craftsmanship, trade your shield to your guildmaster. And that'll be the Paquito Puqueto for the cooking. But just rotate, it says. Yeah, it did say that if you rotate it out between 3 different scents, then you push off that diminishing returns thingy. But even doing that will eventually start getting you diminishing returns. He does something with your shield. I don't remember what it was. If he like does a synthesis or something. But he extracts out a craftsmanship crystal, which is EX rare. And then he gives you this crystal back, along with your shield. But when he does it, it reduces your shield's craftsmanship skill to by 30%. So it knocks it down to 70%. I don't know why I'm looking at the pro stack as opposed to the shield. There we go. We are at 94.83%. And the crystal is going to be one of the things that you need to create your +1 shield. The other 3 items you purchase with crafter's points from the NPC outside. I'll show you. Or at least I'll try to show you. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, now that I think about it, probably should have the increases rate of high quality items. So I think you get bonuses for that. So at what point do you need the high quality 2 crystals for? This point. Alright, so you buy the craftsman, the analysis crystals from this chick. I'm sorry, Mithra. I'm just passing through at a current limit. I want to use my points. High quality crystal, analysis crystals. And you get the pyre crystal, 450 each. Let's just go ahead and buy another stack because we're going to be using quite a few of these. Alright, and then I guess you go talk to Izani over here, maybe? Talk to her again. There we go. Here we sell items from the various guild masters and also exchange crafter points for your convenience. Purchase a crafting kit, exchange crafter points, check the deliverable items. Ask about the delivery process, and never mind. Alright, so purchase a crafting kit. I guess if you wanted to, like you were still leveling up, they had some cooking kit 25s available. You could purchase those. Curious how much they cost. Okay. That's not so bad. I changed my mind. Alright, so what we're going to be basically looking at is going to be the cooking kit 70 because it looked like the mats for that were pretty cheap. Quantity 1000. That can't be good. Because that might mean that they're capped out. I wonder though, can you purchase one, then trade it back? That would be broken if you could. Yes, I'm sure. Alright, so you got a cooking kit 70. Maybe some other time. Never mind. Hit the trade button. I don't think this is going to work. I just want to get it out of here just in case. Yeah, did absolutely nothing with it. Alright, so check the deliverable items. These are the items that we are taking deliveries of. Simply select an item whenever you want to check the recipe. Alright, cooking set 70. Alright, you need a pyre crystal, 1 pot of maple sugar, 1 clump of Winterstein tea leaves, 1 sprig of sage, 1 jug of Selbina milk, 1 flask of distilled water. I'm finished here. Exchange crafter points. I have 0 crafter points. These are the other items that you're going to need to make your +1 shield. You're going to need 2 of the mithril screws, 6,000 crafter points, and then the camphor cooking, you'll need 1 of those for 5,000. So added together, 3 and 3 and 5 will be 11,000 points that you'll need. I have 0. And then ask about the delivery process. This is where you can deliver the crafting sets that the guild masters have created. By delivering items, you can earn crafter points that can be exchanged for special ingredients. Crafting sets can be made by using special crystals known as analysis crystals. Crystals enable you. Crafting sets can be made by using special crystals known as analysis crystals. Crystals that enable you to set the quality level. Analysis crystals can be obtained from the person in charge of accepting deliveries in exchange for guild points. Analysis crystals cannot be used to create items other than the ones in the crafting sets. Please note that you can't use pyre crystals in place of fire crystals. The ingredients required to make a crafting set can be checked by referring to the deliverable item list. The higher the quality level of the crafting set created, the more crafter points you'll earn. So try to make the highest quality sets you can manage. At the present time, you can receive up to a maximum of 50,000 guild points. Any guild points beyond that from making deliveries will be lost, so keep that in mind. Crafting sets delivered here will be sold as crafting kits until the next day at 10 AM Vanadil time. It helps the junior members of the guild, so keep on making those deliveries. Alright, so that's... At least it's not going completely to waste. I mean, it's going to go to waste because I guess they all disappear at Japanese midnight, right? Yeah. To get 1, 2, 3. Happy Tuesday. Running over here. We're going to pick up some Winterstein tea leaves around the corner. Is Escutcheon shields for crafting? Yes. Yes, it is. We got a long, long, long road ahead of us. But if we screw around with it once a month, we'll eventually get it done. Of course I say that. I'm going to have to make a bigger effort to turn in guild points every day. This is usually one of those things that I'm lucky to remember how to do. Do they give +1 crafting skill? How do you get them? Only because I just finished reading it. Well, there's more to it, but I just don't want to get too far ahead. Paste. Enter. I got a link for you. Alright, so reading back. After you hit 100% craftsmanship, trade the shield to your guildmaster. You will receive the first required ingredient, a craftsman's crystal. Your craftsmanship skill will also decrease on your shield by 1/3 to 66.66%. If you fail the attempt to make a +1 craft shield and lose the craftsman crystal cooking, then you will need to re-level it back up to 100% to get another crystal from the guild NPC, which will kind of suck, but that's Final Fantasy XI. They got to put a little bit of a, how shall we say, tension in there. The next step to upgrade your shield is to earn crafter points, as you will require 2 mithril screw craft, 3,000 crafter points each, and 1 camphor cooking, 5,000 crafter points to create your shield. There are no known daily limits of obtainable crafter points. The only roadblock is obtaining analysis crystals with guild points. These 3 crafter points will cost a total of 11,000 crafter points. Alright, phase 1 completion. Well, let's go ahead and just start crafting and we can read the rest. Maybe. Let's buy some tea leaves. 1 stack, 2 stacks, 3 stacks, 4 stacks, 5, and 6. Not that you need that many. I don't even have that many crystals currently. I just don't want to keep running back and forth. I also picked up 6 stacks of sage. They sell that at the grocery store in Sandy. I don't think... what will this do? Can you craft more high quality in the end result? I believe so. I haven't actually looked at the final end game for it, but let's see if I can cheat and look at the final end game for it. Scrolling. Alright, so cooking, chef's Escutcheon, open link in our new window. Alright, wow, that's a lot of words. God dang it, that's not what he wanted to do. That's, shoot. Reload. There we go. I was trying to copy it, and then I'm clicking paste. And that always doesn't... Well, it doesn't always not work, but it wasn't going to work this last time. For those of y'all that want to take a look at the stats on it, there's the link that I'm looking at. But I'm going to read it. Chef's Escutcheon. This is like after you've done all 4 different upgrades to it. Alright, defense 5. Level 1 all jobs. Cooking skill plus 2. Cooking synthesis speed plus 240. That's kind of cool. Decreases likelihood of synthesis material loss minus 5%. Increases rate of high quality item synthesis results by plus 2. Enchantment, CO only. Decreases likelihood of synthesis material loss minus 15%. Increases rate of high quality item synthesis success plus 3, subskill plus 10, max 70. Excuse me. Cannot synthesize normal quality items. Oh my goodness. That last part. I think this is with the cooldown. With the enchantment. Cannot synthesize normal quality items. So that means... I don't know how long that effect lasts. But high quality only? Ah! Oh, that's kind of broken. But, yeah. Alright. Well, that's, I guess, the endgame result. I don't know if I will ever get that high, but, you know, we'll give it a try. Man, only making high quality sushi. It's gonna, like, ruin everything else for me. He's like, just trying to eat regular sushi after that, and like, stuff that tastes like sawdust. Yeah. Or ash. That's kind of, that might work. Alright, so I'm going to push Kitty. I'm gonna scoot over a bit. She's taking up too much space in my lap. Alright, so cooking sets. Open link in a new tab. We're going to go down to craft number 70, which is going to be, I don't even remember. Cooking set 70. Pyre crystal, which is the pyre one. Winterstein tea leaves, maple sugar, sage, Sabina milk, and distilled water. Catch them? No. Like when you like burn something and it leaves ashes afterwards. I don't know if anybody's ever put those in their mouth. They don't taste good. It's like, it's probably not good to do, but would imagine that if you did too much of that, you probably increase your chances of getting cancer. So don't go eating ash, people. It's what killed most of the people in Pompeii a long time ago. Understein tea leaves, we got maple sugar. Let's get a couple stacks of that. Maple sugar, 40 gil each. 2 stacks, cool. Alright, next one's going to be sage. I already got that. Selbina milk. That should be here too. Let's get a couple stacks of that. Alright. And distilled water because... I have no idea. Because they like adding distilled water to everything. The most expensive item out of all this was the sage. That was like about 147 gil each. And it's ice stays, so yeah. Alright, couple things. You can do the synthesis with the shield equipped. It will give you a chance at an increase in skill, but you still have the synthesis success rate -2 on there. So there's a chance you won't get a high quality. There's also a chance you won't. There's a chance it will kind of break. Now this -2 should be canceled out by this cooking skill +3, but I think we'll still see some breaks. I am going to go ahead and put the Craft Master's Ring on, which increases the rate of high quality item synthesis by 1. I think that might have something to do with how many points you get. I really don't know. Let's give it a try. Alright, so going down to items. We're going to go ahead and pick the Pyre Crystal. Can you use these cooking shields in battle? Sure. It's only got defense 5 on it though, with Paladin and Shield Bash to kill enemies. I don't know if it'll kill enemies. Maybe like a level 1 worm, you might be able to Shield Bash that with a level 1 shield and do some damage. But they got better shields for that. Alright, so let's take 1 Selbina milk, the stone cheese I need to sell, maple sugar, tea leaves, this is to make a Sandorian tea, sage, distilled water, and I want to say there was more, but is it just 5 items? Endurcine tea leaf, maple sugar, sage, Selbina milk, distilled water. That's 5. Alright. Click the OK button and watch it'll say some error message. Nope, that actually worked. It's not Captain America's shield or anything. Even just to glimmer them, if they have a unique appearance, then, you know, check it out. Craftsmanship is increased to 95. And it didn't break. Well, isn't that nice? Should be able to shield bash NPCs in towns with these shields, and then kill them permanently. Why? That's so mean. Don't do that. Alright, last synth. Will that work? It might work. Might not. I wonder if I'm going to be stuck with that one cooking kit, number 70, that I purchased. Probably. Alright. I'm glad I kept my shield on. That's a 0.63% increase right now. Now we're up to 96%. Let's see what our... No, it's still synthesis success rate -2, so... Yeah. Aggro. FF11. Happy Tuesday. Good evening to you too. Let's go ahead and click this thing since I don't need menus anymore. So this is basically going to be the next 2.5 hours of the stream. Making these here shields until we run out of guild points. Shields. Making these here kits until we run out of guild points. Mini! The big head and a skinny R, if you do it that way. Happy Tuesday. To those of y'all that celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. To everybody else, Happy Holidays. To those of you that only do Final Fantasy XI, Happy Starlight Celebration. What did we do this weekend? So Sunday, I did some laundry, put some food in the cat's food bowl. She was all like, why are you putting so much food in there? What are you doing with that suitcase? And I walked out the door, hopped in the car, drove down to Alston, surprised my mom. Cough, cough. Blood aggro. Happy Tuesday. And basically celebrated a holiday with her. It was like the first time I've seen my mom in like 2 years. And she just lives like 3.5 hours away. It's been kind of 2 years. Only I seem to do FF11 all day on the 25th. I didn't even bring my computer with me. I brought my phone with me. But my sister, she was visiting somebody in South Austin, so I didn't get to see her. My nephew went up to St. Louis to see his dad, so I didn't get to see him. It was kind of nice. It was just me, my mom, and my stepdad, and We watched a lot of History Channel. Chatted. Tamales! Got to eat tamales. I haven't had tamales in such a long time. Well, I had them yesterday. Before that, I hadn't had tamales in a long time. Started out with the chicken ones. I thought they were fine. Mom says chicken tamales were bad. She suggested the bean and cheese. I tried that the next day, and I thought they were fine as well, but maybe she just had a bad chicken one. She probably just had a bad chicken one. Is that going to give me a skill up to 100%? No. Curses. No. And then, I guess around, what, 4 o'clock yesterday, I was like, have to get home because the cat, she's going to need more food and petting and a lap to sit in. So, said goodbye, hopped in the car, drove back up. And it was funny. It took about half a tank of gas to drive down to Austin. A little less than half a tank, 7.5 gallons, I guess. But it only took a quarter of a tank to drive back north. I guess because must have had the wind at my back. And then I went back to work today and kind of sucked. But oh well. No! We lost a clump of Windursti and tea leaves. Sad face. So sad. What is your favorite food? Bean burritos. I don't know if I have a favorite food anymore. I mean, when I was like 8 years old, then probably Red Lobster, the king crab legs. That always seemed really yummy. I don't know if it's my taste buds changed as I got older or something else. I really can't stand Red Lobster anymore. I like steak. Steak is really good. It's not good for me. It's not good for any... Well, I can't say it's not good for anybody. But you can get the lean steaks. It's not as bad for you. Stay away from the fatty stuff. The missus, she likes sushi. All its kinds. Flavors. I think it's okay. I can do a dragon roll. That's kind of yummy. Talking way too much about food. Barbecue is good. What else is good? Fried chicken. Fried anything, really. Beer. That's not exactly food. But it could be. Coffee. Coffee's probably my favorite food. If beverages can be counted as a drink. As beverages can be counted as a food. If we're going to go down that route, shoot, milkshakes, ice cream. Craftsmanship has increased to 100%. I foresee a Taco Bell order soon. I had Taco Bell for lunch. Tried their new stacker box, I think is what they called it. Which 2 tacos and what I think was like a case, what was supposed to be a quesadilla, except it was like folded on top of each other a couple of times. I wasn't impressed. It was it's $5 though, so you know, not that bad. Cold Bay, don't get political in my stream, Minnie. That's all I'm gonna say to that. We need to hit the last synth macro again, don't we? There we go. Cheers, everybody. How many regular Taco Bell tacos could you eat at once if someone had starved you for a week in a cellar? My stomach's not that big, so... And I'm really not that fond of Taco Bell's tacos. I'm more... I like their burritos a lot better. So... say 6. Yeah. But yeah, I would say 2, 1 in each hand. Ha! There's been a couple times that I brought home like a dozen burritos with the idea of just eating a couple and then saving the rest for later in the week. Because a lot of Taco Bell stuff doesn't reheat well, especially stuff with lettuce and other veggies. Bean burritos are okay. I could probably do like 7 or 8 bean burritos in one sitting, but then you're not going to want to be around me for like the next couple of days because, you know, science. Alright, let's take a look at the shield, see if it still has that -2 thing on it. It doesn't! Alright. Craftsmanship upgrade, use 3+ materials. There's no real reason for us to keep it on anymore because It's not going to be getting any skill ups, but at the same time, it's not going to be hindering us either. A man can eat 20 burritos or tacos when not really even hungry. After a week, you can eat much more. I don't know. I mean, 4 would be plenty. And that would only set you back $6. Because, you know, it's Taco Bell. It's not really Mexican food. There's this other place over by where I work that has some really nice Mexican food. I usually don't like fajitas. I like these guys' fajitas. They even had this one dish that we got, I think it was on my 39th birthday, maybe the 38th. It was a few years ago. It was called an El Diablo. It came in this big black bowl with goat heads on the side of it. It was on fire. It had like shrimp and chicken and fajita meat and so many spices. The missus had a histamine reaction there at the table. She couldn't finish it. Your stomach muscles will shrink/tighten up, making your stomach actually smaller. Where do you live? I live in Texas. North Dallas, to be precise. They're like surrounded by like 3 other towns right now. Addison, right across the street. Plano to the north, and then Richardson to the east. It's like this little peninsula of Dallas that like pushed its way up and said, "Nyeh. This is our town now." Just bye. Addison's cool. They got a lot of restaurants in Addison. I don't like going to them though because it's like the people that go there don't necessarily go there to eat or for the food. They just kind of go there more to be seen. I guess you can say that about a lot of places actually. Most of the Dallas Stars game, a lot of people that go to that don't go for the game. They go to be seen. All the fans are like up in the nosebleed section. Man, those games are cold too. Ice hockey. Ordering a beer one time and my fingers turning blue and shaking because I was like, oh, this is gonna suck. I didn't even want to finish drinking it. I was like, really use some hot coffee or chocolate or really anything warm. I'd go for like a cup of soup. Soup sounds good. It's like in the 30s outside right now. It's kind of cold, kind of wet, which for Dallas 30s is actually starting to get cold. I know it can go all the way down to like, I think the lowest that it's been when I've lived here was like 14 degrees. And that was cold. Other people right now are like 14 degrees. It's like 30 below zero right now. You can't even see outside the second story window because there's so much snow. To which I just have to say, that's why I don't live there. But then those same people turn around. Summertime in Texas going, 110 degrees. Screw that. Just true. Screw that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and talk to this. Actually, no, hold on. Trade. Alright, do these things stack? I wonder. They don't. Alright. Quality 54, quality 47, 52, 75, 52. So there is a little bit of range here. 77, 49. Do I have anything higher than 77? Didn't see it. Alright. So let's trade the 77. See how many points we get for that one. Sure about the FF11 remake mobile game, supposedly. They talked about that a couple years ago. And I think I heard like 1 or 2 updates since then, but not too much. Alright, you receive 77 crafter points and now have a total of 77 crafter points. Alright, so if we trade one of the ones that are like 53 crafter points, will that give us 53? You receive 53 crafter points and now have a total of 130. Alright. I wonder if you can like create a macro that says item cooking set 70 Isane. There's probably an easier way to do this. That's not so bad though. This might give us a rough average after 2 stacks of stuff. What we're going to be looking at. We're almost, yeah, we're at 500 points. Can trade at 8 at a time? That sounds like a windowware hack. What the fuck are crafter points? Sorry, language. Crafter points are what you're gonna need to purchase some of the items to upgrade your stuff. Now we got over 1,000. Quite random return on those points. I will agree, they do seem to be a bit random. Alright, so that traded all over. Yep, now we're up to 1215. Oh yeah, that's not so bad. Man, thank you for that. Comediana. Happy Tuesday. Alright, so let's buy some more, I think. I want to use my points. Analysis crystals. Pyre crystal. How many? Let's do 24. Trade 10,880. I'm sorry, 10,800 guild points for 24 pyre crystals. Yes. Alright, that knocks us down to... I don't even know how many points I have right now. Doesn't really matter. Alright. Almost bought a Culinarian's belt accidentally. Glad I didn't. Alright, so I should still have several stacks of tea leaves, several stacks of sage. Let's see if we can get ourselves several stacks of, was it rock salt? Dang it. Wasn't that long ago, Dan. You should remember this one. Alright. No, I don't see any rock salt. I do see maple sugar. Let's get a couple stacks of that. Uno. Dos. Alright, sage, Sabina milk. It's gonna be there. 2 stacks of that. And then the distilled water. Okay, that's cool. 1 stack. 2 stack. Done. I guess on the plus side too, you will be gaining every 30 cents will get you a little bit of sparks and XP. Accolades. Those are cool too. Alright. Just put the controller down, pet the cat. See what else we could chat with. But yeah. I suppose I could just... No, this is actually one of those... You probably don't want to be doing this all at once. Now that I think about it. I know. Let's look at what some of the other recipes are while she crafts away. Okay, so the cooking set 95. I guess theoretically this will get you your best bang for your buck. It's also going to need a pyre crystal. You're going to need some dragon meat and a potato, some bay leaves, which I believe you can only get through either gardening or one of the regional merchants. I want to say Lee Talor, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Oh no, he's going to turn it into a fishing stream. No, no, no. That's next week. Sandorian carrot, easy to get. Black pepper, easy to get. Olive oil, usually easy to get. They sell that in Sandy. Rock salt, easy. Rabtail, easy. Alright, so the dragon meat's the only hard one. So let's open that in a new window. Alright. Drops off Fafnir, Needhog, Siriu, Berta, and Jormy. Alright, so Siriu is probably the easiest one of those to farm because you can pop it, but yeah. I wonder if it's on the auction house. Let's see. Click the auction house button. They got 10 individual ones. They're 10,000 each. Do they have a stack? There is one stack. They go for 150,000. So that would be actually a little bit more expensive to buy the stack than to get the individuals. 10 times 10 is 100,000. Huh. And that always funny. Alright, so let's see what else they got. First watch somebody unput Scuttlebosmo up real fast. What else? They got Poketoes easy, bay leaves. Bay leaves. Let's open that one in a new tab. Let's see if I do remember. Elite Talor regional vendor is correct. Sandoria also sells them, but Sandoria must be first place in Conquest and be a citizen of Sandy. Are you getting Escutcheon for all crafts? Not on this character. No. I mean, probably not. Let's go down to regional info. Let's check out Conquest. Litalor is under Beastman control. So that's out. You can get it from gardening, and it's used in several scents. Yeah. Alright, so no luck on the bay leaves. Bay leaf. They have a Pokemon named Bayleaf. That's the evolved version of Chikorita, I believe. Are you getting Escutcheons? Oh, never mind, I just already read that. Sorry. Looks like H-Galleon just snuck in. Happy Tuesday, H-Galleon. Alright, the normal quality cooking set 90 uses a fluid crystal, also known as a water crystal. Red terrapin, which is a turtle. Roland berry, easy to get. Mithrin tomato, easy to get. Berry apple, easy to get. Alright, so let's look up the turtle. The red terrapin. I know you can go to Lathine and fish these up in the ponds. Let's see. It's a skill cap 53, so I could actually get skill ups on it. Abizia, Miseru, C, near Cornflakes number 8. Really? There's got to be others. Use a frogler, because turtles like to eat frogs, apparently. And yeah, let's go ahead and check the auction house, see what they say about this. There is one red terrapin on the auction house. There are 2 stacks on the auction house. That's... might have to go after that one then. And what does it say about the Wikipedia? Where to go get them? Red terrapins are the devil. Yeah, they kind of are. I never really went fishing for these. They just, it just seemed like way too much trouble. Alright, so the best place to get this is West Ronfar at Nightwell, using a frogler and Lusheng Rod. Alright. Never thought about going after them at Nightwell. That's kind of neat, though. Alright, Panja Nanja says, use shell bugs, and you'll be able to catch yourself a red terrapin. You can find these guys in almost any lake or swamp. Once we run out of these materials, we'll go and give that a try. What else was on there that we needed? Roland berry, you can get those in Juneau. Mithrin tomatoes, you can get those either from the El Shimo Lowlands regional vendor, or if that's under Beastman control, you can go straight to Kazam and buy them from the vendor at the auction house. I'm sorry, at the airship dock. And you don't even need to purchase a ticket to go back there. There's like this little dock off to the side that runs by, and you can run down there and just tag her from behind, and she'll still sell to you. Well, looking down at you, but I don't know. And then the fairy apples, you can get those from the Cooking Guild. I believe you can also get them from the Roland berry. I'm sorry, the Roland berry. From the Ronfar vendor. Kazam! Haven't heard that place in years. And that's the place where all the Mithra hang out. There was a Flash music video that was done to the song of Mambo No. 5, and it was 2 male Elvon in their underwear that went to Kazam, and they were super ecstatic, excited. They got kicked out because, you know, apparently Mithra don't like being pawed at. You think they would actually put that on one of the descriptions, like, don't paw at the Mithras, especially if you're Elvon. We do have a Galka in town. He will kick you out. Now I got Mambo No. 5 stuck in my head. I suppose there's worse songs. I suppose. Cheers, everybody. So, let's see. And it's probably going to be the best way. There's another one, FF11 Hard Gay. You can get that one on YouTube. And that's not a music video. That's just more Japanese show that somebody decided to put a male Elvon with sunglasses and the bronze Subligar outfit Let's play Pong. No, 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 no. That's German. Let's try and keep this as close to English as possible. In La Vida Loca? What? That's a song I'm not familiar with. Or if I am familiar with it, it's probably by the English version of the name. Or you can call it Texan. Actually, that might have been the Texan pronunciation. I'm not drunk yet. I don't even know if I have enough alcohol in this thing to even get me drunk. Probably not. A song that never ends? No, that would be this song that we're listening to right now, the Wendurstian music song. That's an idea too. I'll just go ahead and go crafting in different zones. I suppose I could go. Now let's see. I'm just more curious as to what the different skill ups would be. Different points, because we were getting like what, 40 to 70 making these things. I want to see if it would like change from like something to 90. The Elvon in that video has the same character model as I do. I don't think that male Elvon plays anymore. We're gonna travel to another home point. We're gonna do current region. Let's go. Speaking of Mithras, let's go to Winter's Woods. By the auction house. Home point number 4. The yes, please. And our synthesis failed. We lost the crystal we were using. It's like a lot of crafting points. They did increase the amount of daily guild points that you can acquire. It used to be like, hey, trade over 20 of these items and you'll get like 900 points. Thanks for playing. Now they basically, I think they've added a 0 to everything. It's like, now trade 200 of these items and you can get 9,000 points or some outrageous amount like that. And some things it's pretty handy. I still like the idea of if it's something that you can purchase with Gil, just go buy it with Gil, run over here, trade it, and spend your time doing other stuff. That's just the way I like to do everything, though. Crystals. No, crystals. Food. Ingredients. Fish. Alright, red terrapin should be towards the bottom because R. There it is. 1 stack left. Press history. 3K. Really? I must have been looking at the wrong site. 3K? Yay. We got 12 red terrapins. Anybody remember what else we needed? I think a Mithra tomato. Mithra tomato sounds about right. Roland berry, Mithrin tomato, and fairy apple. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to Kazam. Because I believe that's where the Mithrin tomatoes are. Traveling to another home point. This is going to be all the way down in the El Shamo lowlands. Kazam. Home point number 1. Yes, please. This is almost like going back in time now. Turtle soup. That was like the one thing. Back in the old days, when we were watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder would always, we're going to turn those turtles into turtle soup. And it's like, I never see that on any menus. I think I would order it if I did, but I do remember we were living in Baltimore at the time and found out that in the state of Maryland, at the time, this is early 90s, it was illegal to own a turtle as a pet. Apparently it had something to do with, I guess too many people were raising them for consumption. In the US, you don't eat pets. Maybe it just wasn't Maryland. Oh well. No, because I've seen them sell turtles at the pet shops here in Texas. Those are bigger turtles, though. Alright, so Yemi Cinterillo. Never said her name out loud before. We're going to purchase 1 stack Mithrin tomatoes. 36 gil each. Yay! Alright, we're going to run down back here. Next place we need to go to will be Oh, I don't know. Let's go to Juneau. Get our Roland berries. Actually, I had a Roland berry off the Mug Garden earlier today. Sold it. That was Dent not planning ahead. Churchill meat is very gamey. I don't know. It's like... I know birds are not reptiles, because dinosaurs are not reptiles, but turtle is a reptile. I don't know if I would like eating reptile. Probably not. Just the whole idea kind of just... But I'm weird like that. Alright, let's go to original release areas. We are looking for Juneau, or Relude Gardens. Yeah, it's like a cross between duck and snake. I always forget that snakes are captured for two reasons. One's to be turned into wallets, and the other is for consumption. I'm not sure if I've ever had snake before. I hope not. Yeah, this is like... It's like I was hungry before because we were talking about Taco Bell. Not the case anymore. We're going to travel to another home point. Let's do the current region. Let's do Port Juneau by the exit with a yes, please. And we're going to take a little side trip here and no, let's just get the Roland berries. We'll run back to Windhurst Watchers, pick up a stack of fairy apples, then pick up a stack of the analysis water crystals. What do they call them? Typhoon crystal? Fluid crystal? Probably fluid. You'd think it would be snowing with this music. They would just have like little snowflakes falling from the sky, but no. Not at all. Wouldn't take much. I mean, just a little animation that they could easily do. It's over here. I was like, did I need to go to this guy? He's like, no. Auction house? No. Oh, that's right. We need to go talk to Mr. Tachi Gecko. He looks like Dent. Very unenthusiastic Dent, I might add. I need to buy a stack of Roland berries. Thank you very much. Then again, if I was working in a shop in the lower section of Port Juneau, because anybody that's gone to a port knows that it smells bad, and you had to listen to this all day, 24/7 for like a month, chances are you would have a very unenthusiastic look on your face too. Maybe. We're going to travel to another home point. We're going to do Windy Waters. Home point number 4. Yes. Cheers. I might still have some materials from the last synth. I'm just not sure if this might be a better bang for a buck. I mean, the dragon meat would probably be the better way to go, but not until we get bay leaves back. I'll start holding on to every single bay leaf I ever see. Curiosity, if I was at the last synth, would it work? Might. Forgot to pick up the fairy apples. They should be in there. If not, we're gonna have to go back to Windy. Sandy. Because sandy apples are fairy apples. There's got to be a reason for that. No idea what. Another question. Weather effects. Say you're in a place and it's raining. Does the weather effect improve? Does the rainy weather effect improve, say, a water synthesis or a chance of getting a high quality of that? Just started final stage on one of my Escutcheons. Congrats! Both bonecraft skill and craftsmanship. Oh, congrats. 20 hours of prep work, and I feel so unaccomplished. I've been in the same line of work in my real job for 20 years, and I still feel unaccomplished. Oh god, I hate my job. But, yeah. It's FF11, though. It's not one of those things that... I guess some players get that feeling where they finish something, and it's like, yeah, I'm done with the game now. and they can uninstall it, walk away, and feel good about it. And then there's other folks that's like, yeah, I just got that relic weapon completed. Time to make another one. It's like, let's go too. Need like 138,000 spirit from the machine, and a 5-step double light synth gives like 23 total. I'm getting the calculator out. Alright, 138,000 divided by 23. Oh, that's 6,000. Like, exactly. So you need 6,000 5-step double light synths. I don't even know what a double light step is, because we haven't gotten that far yet. Synthesis cancelled. Alright, so let's go ahead and start trading stuff over. 48, that's a bad one. Also, to farm that double light was about 3 hours. It's double light. It's like spoilers, isn't it? It's alright, Miss Donna. Just look at the final shield. I don't know if it's going to be that same thing where it's like unable to create normal quality, unable to craft normal quality items. It all makes it worthwhile right there, even if you just do that once a day. My goodness. I'm thinking the cursed armor that you would need to make, and then if that automatically gives you a high quality set. Oh, that would be so broken. If you ever get there, you will understand the most thorough spoiler will still leave you confused. I believe that. Alright, so I'm not seeing too many in the 70s range. These are more late 40s, low 50s. That's if there's a 51. Not that I've been actually looking at each individual one of them. Here. 69, that's a good one. 54, 52, 48, 49, 49, 47. We're up to 2,500. We almost have enough for one screw. And 2554. Alright, so apples. Run over here. Step on a taru. It's not guaranteed high quality, it's just break or high quality, and you can gear toward not losing materials. Break or high quality. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's Final Fantasy 11, so nothing's guaranteed. Long enough timeline, a level 1 rabbit will take out a level 99 character. I think. Unless it's a white page. And chances are probably not. What was I looking for? I was looking for apples. Apples! What percentage is it break and what percentage is it high quality? No clue. And it looks like Lanos is posting Facebook links. Caution, Star Wars spoiler. Oh, okay, so I'm not clicking that. So basically you can spam long enough and hope your gear keeps you using the same materials. That sounds cool though. Alright, so Miss Najin, I don't know if that's how you say that name, but maybe. I need crystals. I want to use my points. Analysis crystals, we are looking for water. There it is, a fluid crystal. And let's get 12 of them. Yes. Alright, and we're gonna... Oh, shoot, I should have been doing this earlier. I forgot. Let's go ahead and eat one of these cheeses. Kitron macaroons. This will also improve your cooking or synthesis skill up by just a little bit. Not that much. Just a little bit. Alright, so a fluid crystal with 1 fairy apple, 1 roland berry, 1 mithrin tomato, 1 red terrapin. Is that really it? Because you would think there would be more. Red terrapin, roland berry, mithrin tomato, fairy apple. Alright. Click the OK button. You're safe, Dent. It's not much of a spoiler. There's been bigger ones out there. I haven't even seen the last 2 movies, so yeah. Some they've already spoiled the first one for me. But oh well. It still looks like the what do you call it? The side stories. Like the next one we're gonna get about Han Solo. Those seem like they're gonna be the more interesting ones for me. I don't know why. I'm weird that way. Never trust Utaru, Dent. Especially if they say it's safe. So true. H-Galleon! Happy Tuesday. Trying to remember, what happened to the last time I trusted Utaru? What was the worst thing that happened? What was the best thing that happened last time I trusted Utaru? I guess that was when I got destroyers. That was like 10 years ago. Was that 10 years ago? Yeah, it was close to 10 years ago. Oh my goodness. Still have my destroyers. They're kind of awesome. Oh well. So I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna look ahead to see how many 61, 65, 66. Alright, so there's 114. There we go. So I guess as far as bang for your buck goes, you want to try to aim for the higher synth items. Because, let's face it, you spend 4 stacks of crystals to get 2,500 points, which is what we did with those higher crystals earlier. Now, if even you get, like, say, a 20% across the board increase, then whatever 80% of 48 is, then you would need to use that many crystals of the water one for the higher synth to get you the same roughly amount of points. And if we're looking seriously at it, it's going to be the guild point or your guild points that are going to be limiting you as to how many of these you can do. I have found that doing Ironhorn Baldurno Unity translates into 2.7 million Gillen Sparks and another 600,000 to NPC and Auction House Water. It takes a long time. 43 million gil. Congrats. Yeah, it's spamming a low Unity mob really works. But you have cooldowns in between it, and sometimes the cooldown in between the 2 fights is longer than it actually takes to kill the thing. But you have nothing to spend it on at the moment. What you should do then is unlock that treasure chest that you can get in your Mall Garden. Store all your gil there. Forget about it. Spent 90 million on augments. Beat Thuban earlier today. Congrats. I don't know who that is. I'm sure I could look it up. Not that hard a fight. You say that about all the fights, H-Galleon. I actually want to see a fight where H-Galleon was like, that fight was hard. It's easier than Sovereign Behemoth. I remember you saying Sovereign Behemoth wasn't that hard of a fight. Or maybe that's just the way I remember it. It's probably the way I remember it. Do we need to hit the button again? Nope. Tumult Curator is nuts. And H-Galleon is strong. And Syndical's Craftsman bonus conditions have disappeared. Is that true? They're really not there anymore? They're really not there. You hit the square button, nothing happens. Thief is really well geared. Probably one of the top 100 thieves on the server. What percentage would that put you for our players? Wouldn't that be neat if you could actually compare yourself to all the other players on all the other servers? And getting just basically a giant EPeen ranking? Yeah, I can say that with confidence. Probably top 10%. There you go. That's a lot of thieves, too. Skillian. Minnie got a Laura Kantz tort from the Gubby Bucks. Upgraded. Laura Kantz. See, I hear Laura Kantz and I think the fighters or warriors Lorica. See, man, when you say stuff like that, it just makes people think that you really didn't get it. And we're going to go ahead and do the trade button. We'll see if this gets us over 3,000 points, which would be enough for our next, what do you call it? One of the key items, I think. And we're gonna, can't even see the points anymore. Not that it matters. Click, 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 hit the OK button. And then 566, so that gets us over 3,000. That's enough for one of the items. 3376. Alright, so I guess we're gonna turn this into a fishing episode and go fish up some red terrapins in Nightwell. I like Nightwell, it's a good place. Alright, Mog Wardrobe number 4, Lu Sheng's Rod. I should have a frog lure. Maybe I only have the fly lure. I only have the fly lure. Okay. We're gonna have to get a new thingy out. Alright, I'm gonna open link in a new window. Red terrapin. Click that link. And we're gonna go to that link. We're gonna look for the link that's, because I could just type in frog lure, but screw that. Frog lure. Alright, alchemy 46, smithing 9. Well, that's easy. You need a copper frog, a glass fiber, and a brass ingot. Or you can try to go with the high quality route, which might work. Iron ingot, glass fiber, and animal glue. Or you just purchase it from an NPC, right? Right? No. Maybe not. Let's go fish up the copper frog. That'll probably be the easiest way. Of course, we're probably going to lose it. Alright, copper frogs you can get in everywhere. Bastock Mine seems to be the best place with a fly lure. Ew, really? Oh, I hate fishing in Bastock Mines, because that's like fishing in the sewers. Oh well. Give us something to do. Believe frog lure is high quality. 3 of that synth. Probably is. Alright. There's our fly lure. There's probably a couple other lures that you could get, but let's go for the best. Or it might be lizard lure I'm thinking of. It's like a lure of a lizard. And fish are going to... I'm going to eat that. Let's go to Bastock. Let's go to Bastock Mines. I guess the auction house would be the closest one. Auction house would be the closest one. This little sewer grate that we're going to start fishing out of. Great place to get crawfish? I forget what they're called. A little like level 3 fish. Did you already do your mug gardening for the day? Yes. Might get a copper frog from the pond. Probably did. I probably sold it for like 3 gil. Not that it should be too hard to fish up this way. Macros, edit the equipment set. We're going to delete this one because we don't even keep scholar gear on us anymore. And then we're just gonna use current, yes, and we're gonna change this to something called a. We'll call it the chef set. There we go, chef. I don't know why. Now we're gonna steal this one. I know the very difficult volume 1 ambuscade this month is not easy for melees. Those ads are evil. Only gets less than 30 seconds to kill them. Unless you sleep them. And you get a couple more. Or might as well just call it a lose when they 2-hour. But you can't kite them? What if you put like gravity on them and then start, you know, running around the room? That would be cool. And edit macro, we're gonna go to thief. I think I keep fishing macros on this one. There we go. I'm gonna copy that button. The only reason I'm copying it as opposed to typing /fish is simply because there's gear swaps in here. Or at least there's supposed to be fish. There we go. With a cooking hat on. Spent 5 hours yesterday spamming very one easy solo. That sounds like fun. You can kite, but 1 or 2 hits, anyone dead. They're difficult with melee strat. Watched every minute. Need a smart white mage to dodge the housekeeper. Yay! I got a copper frog. Life is good. Oh, at the moment. Alright, so now I need a glass fiber and a brass ingot. You think they sell glass fiber at the alchemy place? It's worth a check. It's midnight, so the place is probably closed. So I need to do more runs. Pretty boring. People interested on Osura. I need like 3 more runs or so. I think I got about 5,000 ambuscade points this month, and then I was like, it's enough for a month. Solo. And who knows, maybe we'll get some more free time. We're going to travel to another home point. We're going to do current region, actually the current zone. Bastock Mines, by the Alchemy Guild, just because I want to see if it's there. If not, we'll probably go switch to Thief. Kill a bunch of goblins, because killing goblins is awesome. And then desynth one of their masks into glass fiber. And then we got to make a brass ingot after that. Money-making campaign next month. FFXI, Splitting Airs, BCNMs. Fun. Odoba! Please tell me you sell glass fiber. 1,200 gil? Dang. That's a lot of gills for something that descends from like a level 1 mob. We travel to another home point once again. It's going to be current region. We're going to do Bastock Markets, home point number 4. Yes, please. Void Watch. Massa Cosmic. Void Watch. Remtel BCNM is going to spam Splitting Airs. Hope I get a 10,000 Dynamis piece. And then stick it in your bazaar for like 1 gil. Splitting Airs is more gil per time ratio. It's cool that we know this. Tirth. You got a brass ingot on you? Because that would be neat. You have a brass sheet, but you don't have the ingot? What's wrong with you? 1, 2, 3. Buy. Zinc ore for 200. I remember that. Does everybody remember back when, if you didn't want to do the Yagudo necklaces ways of getting Norg fame, you would need like 200 zinc ores to trade for another quest? And that was back when zinc didn't stack. It was probably more than 200 now that I think about it. FFXI is insanely good for Devious Die and Liminals. That's the FFXI Let There Be Light, I believe is the translation. That's where you get to fight the Dynamis Lord back in time, right? I think. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do Crystals Return to Me. Let's get... Do I need 2 fire crystals or just 1? I'm going to need 2 fire crystals. Fire crystal, specific number, 2. Not sure if the 10,000 piece can drop from that BCNM, Shadow Rain, Shadow Lord. I don't know if it drops from that one either, but... Alright, first thing we need to do is we need to make a brass ingot. So... see if I can find it. There we go. 3 copper ores plus 1 zinc. Where'd the zinc go? Zinc. It's probably down here, isn't it? Maybe I forgot to buy it. I went too quickly. See, lots of sage, tea leaves, sugar, pearl sacks, copper frog. Really? Did I guess I tried clicking it too quickly, because it only shows the 3 copper ores. And buy, and zinc. 1, yes. There we go. Tier 3 Void Watch Notorious Monster Drops. Those aren't 5 million each. Depends on what server. Actually, just find out what server they are. Transfer your characters over there and sell them. Let's do zinc and copper and click. Watch it explode in my face. I think I only have level 50-ish goldsmithing skill. Let's see, craft skill. 57. Which ain't bad. Alright, we're gonna take the fire crystal, and then we're gonna find ourselves one brass ingot, one glass fiber, and a poor, innocent copper frog who's like, wait! Let's talk about this! I'm just basically going to encase him in brass. With a little loop of carbon fiber, or sorry, glass. Mucculent ingots. One frogler! A fishing lure made in the shape of a frog, because, believe it or not, there's a frog in there. Alright, so now, with this thing equipped, we're going to go ahead and go to inventory. We're going to go frog lure. Click this. Bum, bum, bum. Odin's home. And we're going to do travel to another home point. We're going to do Sandy, because Sandy's awesome. Southern Zandoria by the exit. Yes, please. I like how I use the cooking, or sorry, the skill up plus synth item crafting food. The macaroon. And then it's like, hey, let's go fish up some more turtles. Because they don't have any more for sale in the auction house. At 3K a stack. Running down here. When I was selling it was going for like 5 million. I feel cheated. Alright, hitting the mount button. Although it has been a long time since we listened to the Ronfar music. I guess we can listen to one stanza of it. Then we'll hop on to the whatever my ninja mount is. No. It's like, you see the orc, and it's like, I know my ninja has pretty decent throwing skill, and you like chunk a boomerang at him, and like one-shot him. And that's always satisfying to like one-shot a mob from a distance. But, oh well. Should just leave him alone. Because there could be somebody else in this zone right now that, what's the word I'm looking for? Might need a level up? No, it's just me. Yeah, dingbat. I guess we'll check to see if Jaggedy-Eared Jack's up. You know, it's gotta be up sometime. Tunnel worms, carrion stuff, forest hares. You don't really need to even stare too much at these. Jaggedy-Eared Jack would just have this like really long run-on of a name. The fungus beetle is up. So I guess we'll go after him, even though I think we already have the sword. I'm sorry, the shield. Yeah. Alright, let's go over here to the equip button. See what we got. Ninja can use the wing cutter? Of course they can. Slash, range attack, T. I'm going to get you, fungus beetle. I'm going to get you, fungus beetle. Oh my god, he hit me. Hey, we got the Clippius. Yay. Speaking of shields, I think actually the Clippius looks just like this one. Let's double check. Oh, he can't equip it even. Dang it! Warrior Paladin Dark Knight. Onry. Evasion +1, defense 5. Which, for level 9, that was a lot of defense. I guess the evasion helped out, too. But, and I'm sure there was a Dark Knight that was using it in Volcrum Dunes, trying to tank. just makes me grin thinking about, you know, Dark Knight. It's like, I can tank. And it's like, the easiest of the easy level 1 mobs would just hit the Dark Knight for like a crit. You're like, oh, I need a cure. Like, dude, you got like Soul Eater up or something? Good old days. Alright. Enough of that. Well, we're almost there, actually, aren't we? Or did I get turned around? Nope. Almost there. Remember one time the missus was trying to power level me on her red mage? This is going way back. She was like level 12 red mage and felt super powerful. And was like, you sure that I can pull multiple mobs? Because I was like on a level 5 something. She goes, yeah, nothing here can hurt me. So I ran to this fire campfire, and there were like 6 goblins hanging around it. And I pulled them all, and she just started spamming cures into me, and then she got the hate, and she had to start casting cures, and then she had to start running away, because... yeah, I thought you said this stuff couldn't hurt you. Just shut up. Okay. Alright, so we're going to fish in Nightwell for the very first time with a frog lure, trying to get a turtle, which has around a level 50-ish skill, which is higher than what we're used to. Something bit the hook. You have a good feeling about this? Chances are this is going to be a catfish. Or maybe a log. Probably be an arrowhead log. No, it's a giant catfish. Well, how about that? Let's try this one more time. Fish button. Happy Tuesday, Mr. Dale. That was an awesome story. What? Red mages? Ron Farr? The good old days? Back when this game was dangerous? Scary? Destroying relationships left and right? Really? Another catfish? I thought we were supposed to be getting the red terrapins with this one. Maybe that's why she said she's never coming back to this game. All those times in Ronfire, she didn't have her onion shield? I'm trying to remember. No, she was wearing the, what do you call it? That level 10 outfit that all the warriors wore in the dunes. Shoot. Scale mail. There we go. Because red mages can wear that too. One of my more favorite photos of a... Oh, this is going to be a bad guy. Scale mail. My first Galka, Duncan. Or one time we were having him commute from Bastock to Winders to probably get the, what do you call it? Outpost work. And I had him in scale mail hiding in the bowels of the ship because I was worried about sea horror or pirates or anything really showing up and sending me back to my home point. Actually went and augmented a set for my lobby jumps. Nice. I tried augmenting the starter clothes for Cyndaquil. And then after like the first 3 attempts at trying to get something decent, I was like, this is dumb. I'm just going to go do something else now. I don't know why Square Enix had to make enchanting difficult. We got another bad guy here, which makes me think that I should check. Ooh, a Vorus crab. We're gonna tackle you with a cooking sword. Vermivorous. Vermivorous. That's probably how you say that. A little more right. Alright, tabbing. Just make sure you read this right. The back button. That's the frog lure. Alright. You can do it in Devoy, you can do it in Gideus, you can do it in Jugner. Lathine Plateau, Pashlau Marshland, Rowanberry Fields, Sanctuary Zata, and West Ronfar Nightwell, which has the little star for the asterisk. No, like 5 million gil. Easy drops. Easiest 500k. Froglore in West Ronfar is the preferred method. Frogler is much better than a rogue rig if you cannot get any of the bugs. Bugs? Use shell bugs. Oh, okay. Like a giant shell bug. I'm gonna check one other spot real quick here. See what they say on the FF11 auction house. NPCs for 300 gil. Best caught in Nightwell Pond in West Ronfar using shell bugs as bait. Nightwell plus a Frogler. Frogler and Devoy was able to buy at the Fishing Guild easily enough since people don't really sell in the auction house all that much. Handy for cooking daily. Go check that out. And watch them be like 10,000 gil each. Be like, oh, it's kind of lame. This guy made 5 million gil in 5 minutes. Doctors hate him. Tahu Raisao. Happy Tuesday. It does sound a little bit like one of those Facebook clicky thingies. That I have to admit, sometimes I still click and I'm thinking, this might be entertaining. I got a giant catfish. I'm gonna stay here long enough to get that 30 reel in multiple big fish, because that's actually one that I have yet to complete once. I'm gonna see if we get like a special reward from it. Maybe we'll get a special reward from it. Probably not. Let's give me 12 red turtles, terrapins, the devilfish. Not exactly fish, more like lizards with shells. Red Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's like a team full of Raphaels, if you're going by the co-incarnation stuff. The original comic, if I'm going back to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff, was in black and white, but when they did like the covers that would have color, and they all had the red. What would you call it? Would that be a bandana if it's covering your eyes with little eye slits? Or would it just be a mask? Just be a mask. Like, how can you tell the difference between them? It's like by their weapons, noob. Told you this fishing excursion will either relax you or make you sad. Maybe. I mean, if I get another catfish here, and it's going to be cause for a celebration. Come on. Fishing can never make me sad. Unless my gamepad dies. You receive a bonus 2,000 Fishing Guild points. That's pretty cool. This objective may be repeated and can be cancelled from the menu. Alright, so since we got a whole bunch of catfish, and I say a whole bunch, we got uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, was that 5? Yeah, that's 5. And not a single red terrapin. Why don't giant catfish stack now? I mean, if iron ore can stack, then you would think fish should stack. Like, you know, just hook them all onto the same hook. I've seen folks do it. I guess it just really depends on how big they are. It could be really big. Survival guide? Survival guide. Let's do teleportation assistance, like where you want to go. It's like windy. We're going to do original release, port Windurst, using tabs. Now, technically, we could use the home point crystal that's over by the survival guide and Port Windurst to take us to the home point crystal that's over by the Fishing Guild in Port Windurst. Or we could do it like how we used to do it in the good old days and just walk. Because it's like literally right around the corner. Because you forgot to equip a stringer. Aww. Trying to make a damage dealing puppet, not quite working out the way I envisioned it. It's becoming super powerful, right? can't control them anymore. Maybe the automaton's starting to control the puppeteer. I just got a 50% CP cape. Yay! Don't drop it. It's gonna drop it. We're gonna go ahead and click the home point crystal. Nah, we're just gonna run over here. 50% is pretty good. I think that's the best you can get. Which would be... I don't remember what zone. Dang it, I can't remember the name of it right now. It's one of those Adeline thingies. Bababoo. Baboo. That's what we're looking for. Watch the guild sell or close while we're actually getting ready to buy something. That's crayfish. It's also red. Red terrapin are 6,768 gil each. Oh wow. I mean, that's a lot of gil. If that's the way I want to go. Incursion, that's what it was called. Thank you. I only got a 47%, but, you know, it took me a long time for 5 games. I'm perfectly happy with 47%. I was all like, yeah, sure, you can keep doing it. Maybe get a 48 eventually. Yeah. Or you can just go master a job with a 47%. And travel to another home point. Yeah, current region. Let's go ahead and finish up. I still have 2 stacks of sage and tea leaves. Let's go and finish those. See if we can get over 5,000 points. I actually went back to watch our attempt at Incursion many moons ago. Incursion is deceptively good gil, especially since they made all the coppers that drop. Aren't they grand coppers now? They don't have any of those, how shall we say, lame coppers, I think. That's how I remember it. Open door. Thank you. I don't understand why the doors in this game don't have motion detectors. I mean, even grocery stores that were built in the 60s have motion detectors. I'm gonna do macros, equip sets, and there it is, equip the chef set. There we go. They are grand now, no matter what. Of course, you can still get junk in the grand coppers. So I've gotten a lot of junk that way, but... We're going to pick up 2 stacks of distilled water, then we're going to pick up 2 stacks of maple sugar. And then... was it milk? I think it was milk. 2 stacks of milk. And that should be it, right? Because if you go back to your this menu option, which they did not have back when I was playing it, called Synthesis, you can actually check out your history. And there you go, cooking set 70. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's it. Cool. Just need crystals for it now. I wish they were dryers instead of grand, though. Dryers. Gonna have to Google that one later. Miss Najin. Or is it Najin? It's probably Najin. I need points. I want to use my points on analysis crystals. Ice cream joke. Oh. Okay. I mean, I thought ice cream at first, and I was like, no, because it's never ice cream. Except when it is. And let's go and get 24 more of these guys. Are you sure you want to spend that? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. 24 fire crystals. And we're just going to cheat. History. Number 70, click the OK button. There we go. Oh, shoot. Got to eat the food. Supposed to eat the food first, Cyndaquil. This is why we don't have nice things. Am I joking? We have a lot of nice things. Dent, who doesn't have the nice things. It's not even Water's Day. It's the game going, I told you not to go wasting your time trying to fish those things up. Nobody ever listens to me, though. Alright, food. Like, yeah, we should eat the stone cheese. We're gonna eat the Kitron macaroon. That makes all the difference right there. And hit the last synth button. Put the controller down. Now I want ice cream. In late December. And drove past a Dairy Queen yesterday and it's like, ooh, Dairy Good. But they were closed because it was Christmas. And I'm like, ah. So mean. They have some of the best soft serve. Their hamburgers are okay too, but the soft serve is practically divine. Fun times, fun times, fun times. Alright, so I don't think I can continue this for another hour and a half. I mean, I probably can. It's scaling up to 49% Kate. Congrats. It's pretty good enough. I mean, just think. All that extra time that you could spend in Incursion trying to get that 1% bonus versus all those job points that you could be getting that same amount of time. What do you see from Incursion for money? No idea. Wouldn't be the gear, would it? Because that's all EX rare, isn't it? I'm thinking be. Really, seriously. Oh my goodness. We lost milk. I'm not even really worried so much about the individual ingredients. It's the crystals. These crystals are not cheap. You know how much went into getting these things? Unless you were marking items from Rise and Gema Tier 2 Notorious Monsters. Just pure NPC. That makes sense. Because even the necklaces that drop, the Velk necklaces, those are like 500 gil each. The stabs, which I suppose you could do something with. The items from the chest. A lot of stuff NPCs for 2K. There would have been a time Square Enix would have been like, we're gonna nerf that because reasons, but probably still thinking that. Like, we're totally gonna nerf that. It's one of those things that I'm always wondered. I'm gonna have to move the character to get into a different spot so I can show you the angle more appropriately. But there's a walkway between the two buildings, the shop with the actual guild, but I don't think there are any doors. Windows, and they're Taru, so I suppose there's a pretty good chance that they could actually climb through the windows, but yep, need to do those before the campaign ends so I can farm Tier 2 Notorious Monster pop items. Need like 3 or 4 items from those Notorious Monsters. I go do Incursion during gain XP. Uninhibited mobs, and they give 7 to 10k per kill. This is true, they do give a ton of experience. I feel like I forgot something. Trying to remember. They got teleporters in there that can take you close to the bosses. We've always had such bad luck with those bosses. Even when like Cynical was on Paladin, we would bring Slung and Dent with their LOL crickets. Because they weren't that great back then. They've gotten better. Should try that again sometime. See how I can pull that off. Probably be pretty bad. Quest, let's do objective list. I want to see what else I can do here. Anniversary. It's a new week, so we get to do these all over again. Stuff right there. Signet. No time to be sheepish. That's always a fun one. Go kill a Notorious Monster Ram. Blur. Nothing yet. Maybe next month we'll get like the anniversary number 4. Probably it. Higher key item equals higher chest count. Ymir Ulvid's Grand Coffer. I guess if I did more successful incursions, probably be easier. Gets a bit crazy though. Multi-boxing. Unless you do it the easy way like I do. Just have everybody follow Cyndaquil. And then have them attack whatever she's attacking. Then have all the crickets steal hate. Oh, some people with level 143, which is probably really hard. You still need 3 players to get into Incursion nowadays, don't you? You just can't go in there by yourself and summon 5 trust NPCs and have fun with it. Probably get like 15 chest. That'd be a lot. Those rounds are item level 135. Really? I haven't had too much trouble with them. Given I don't tank them, I use a trust NPC for that one. Petra Breath sucks. But no, I usually just do it on a thief. And just, what you call it? Trick attack when after he uses Petra Breath, and then sneak attack so I don't get hate. But yeah. Viper KC! Happy holidays and happy Tuesday to you. We are slowly... Oh, look, it's Rudolph. We are slowly starting the grind to make a +1 shield. So we need 11,000 points. Got a little over 3,000. Probably get a little over 4,000 after these 2 cents. And then... Yeah. That'd be like a third of the way there. Oh gosh. Definitely gonna take forever. One run, cleaving his own. Got me 50 colors. This cleaving's fun. Need more crickets, more black mages. Some other AoE jobs. Blue mage. Blue mage can do it. Is your name really Diana? And if so, why are you so clammy? Remember, everybody, it is... Remember, Diana, it is a family stream, so let's not get into too many funny details. But, shoot, they even... I was gonna say, do they even have that disease anymore? They probably do. I've just been out of those circles, so we don't talk about it too much anymore. Of course, then again, New Year's Eve is like right around the corner. I suppose with enough alcohol, I could accidentally stumble into a couple of those circles. Ah, let's not do that. I had to ask. It's like I always go out of my way to mispronounce it, and she's like, "Oh, you almost got it." And I'm like, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean dirty. I mean, I have clammy hands. This is right. H. Galleon is not wrong. You can have clammy hands. TSTG 77HG22. Touchy. Okay. Let's click the next button. Last synthing. We're almost out of alcoholic beverage. It's not really alcoholic. It's more like coffee with amaretto. Yeah, it's about awareness. There you go. It's about awareness. I like that. What level cooking are you? 103? Actually, I think I might have gone up to 104. I'd have to double check. It's been a while. And I'm gonna mispronounce this one. Oguki? I hope. Happy Tuesday. Let's see if it can let me show what my current skill is. Cooking is 104. Not counting items and food buffs and stuffs. But assuming that we were, I actually won't let me look at the equipment now. Not in the middle of a synth. I wonder if you can like use an equip macro to swap out of there. Why doing the level 70 books? Because fishing up red terrapins sucks. And I also still had a couple stacks of materials. But yeah. Dent, you should see the names of each of his 5 characters. If it's good enough for Square Enix mods, not to worry about. Should be okay for me. That's not true. I still... Well, no, I mean... Flamey's character had a different name. Way back. Can get skills with those? No. Cannot. Of course, I can't even get skills with 90 books. 95 I probably could, but I don't feel like farming dragon meat at the moment. It's not really the dragon meat that I don't look forward to. It's simply the lack of bay leaves. But they might have some on the auction house. Alright, let's cross our fingers, see if this puts us over 4K. Probably won't. Scared to think how many of these we broke. At least 2. 2 of my names are normal. Alright, we're up to 38. 12. Yeah, I think it's going to be a safe bet we'll go over 4,000 tonight. there. Why are you doing those? Sorry, I'm kind of lost. We are crafting kits to trade to this NPC in exchange for crafter points, which are different from guild points. And then we're going to use those crafter points to purchase a couple extra items, such as... Here we go, exchange crafter points. We're going to need 2 of these mithril screws and 1 of those camphor cooking. So you need 11,000 points total, so we're at 4627. And, yeah. That's why. Let's see if they have any bay leaves on the auction house. I doubt it. But if they do, and they still have that stack of dragon meat, get that. We're going to travel to another home point. We're going to do current region. Let's do Windurst Walls this time by the auction house. Still don't understand why they call it walls, because it's like when the walls fell. To make a shield. There we go. The Escutcheon shield. A lot of people started this back in February, and I guess technically I started back in February as well, but yeah. Wait, you passed the first stage? No. No. Still on phase 1. Still got a long ways to go. But the end is in sight. Alright. Cross your fingers, people. Looking for food, looking for ingredients, looking for bay leaves. There are no bay leaves on the auction house. Sad face is sad. Oh well. We got behemoth meat though, so that's always cool. I'm 110 woodworking and have not done anything on that stuff. Very unmotivated, I suppose. I can motivate you. Let's see. Actually, I think I can. Let's see. Escutcheon. Looking for the woodworking one. Let me get a new tab. There we go. Copy. We're going to paste. Mr. Viper, KC. Click on that link. And then you're going to be like, get out of the way. How many bay leaves you need? Probably a dozen. That's assuming that the dragon meat's still in the auction house. Let's see. Click in bid, looking food, looking ingredients. Dragon meat, right? Dragon meat, dragon meat, dragon meat. Dragon meat? Oh, they got 6 stack. No, it's Dalmel meat. That's not the same thing. Alright, the dragon meat stack is gone. Somebody bought most of the individuals too. 10k each. Never mind, AO. We're gonna have to go back to the red terrapins, which you can purchase from the fishing guild for 6k each, but I don't want to do that. Let's try another spot. Let's see how bad the Lithene Plateau is. We're going to travel to another. We're going to do current region. We're going to do Windurst Port. That's not port. Port Windurst. By the exit. Yes, please. Unfortunately, it's going to take a long time to get to that end result of the epic shield for crafting. But my goodness, once you get there, it's going to be like, wow. That motivates me. That's what I like to do. Motivate players to... I mean, how many hours do you think it would do just pure crafting, non-stop? Not the kind of crafting I do, where it's like, start to craft, then we go watch a movie, take a nap, wake up, hit the craft button again. You know, just straight, non-stop crafting. I think it would still take close to maybe, what, 200-300 hours, maybe? Yeah. It's a long time. Well, let's go to original release area. Let's look for Lithene. Yeah, Lithene Plateau. Yes. Still 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's see if the dude is up. Dude's got a name. Should have a name. I don't remember his name. Much longer than 200-300 hours. Probably is. Alright, since I don't have great ninja gear, I won't be tanking if that dude is up. So let's go ahead and let's get a paladin. Yeah, trust that. Then I guess everybody else will be fine. The usuals, like Golka and like Iraha. Actually, no. Get rid of you, Mr. Golka. Get a Shantoto instead. That'll give us enough room for both a Koru and a Moru. Of course, that's going to guarantee that he's not going to be up. And then, yeah, a Puru for heals. Alright. Let's go ahead and find... Wow! I can use the Turnian dagger if I wanted to. Let's not say we did. I should... There we go. I do have an Ochu. And then... Let's put that in the offhand. And then put this here. Weather the Idris Road, so I guess the shield is achievable. Or to get an accurate read of this DD pup when this creature dies before the skill chain goes off. Just need a mob with more hit points. For the testing, that is. Which would make me think... Apex mobs. They have a lot of hit points. Let's go with that one. Actually, no. Let's not go with that one. Let's go with... that one, followed by that one. Alright, I already got those on. Izumoru, and then Eponas, because Ninja can get Epona for some reason. Conserve MP plus 5, cure potency plus 7, damage taken. No. I mean, it's okay, but bleating is much better. Safety belt, triple attack, haste, cool. Take off the cooking neck. Maybe the Nefarious Collar. Let's not do the Nefarious Collar. Sanctity Necklace. Okay, this should be good. If he's up. He probably isn't. I was thinking of going to Omen. Because mobs had a lot of hit points in Omen. Which is true, they do. You also get some decent capacity points from them, too. In addition to cards. Cards are great. But yeah, like an Apex Crab, that might have enough, both in the way of defense and also hit points, for some practical testing. Not that I ever do practical testing. It's like, hey, can we kill it in under 10 minutes? We're going to turn this into an episode. Maybe. It also helps to have that Records of Eminence objective turned on if the dude tends to be up. Anniversary, this is going to be number 2. No time to be sheepish. Forgot to check, see if I even had a crystal on me. I do! I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm going to have to drop something. You can drop that one. Yep. And probably drop that one too. Yes! Alright. So we're gonna go back to here, quest, objective, anniversary, number 2, click the colorless button, dismount, trade one of our expensive dark crystals to the telepoint, and get, bam, faded crystal and an anniversary dial ring. Now we can go back. Apex bats is what most of the pet job mains seem to do from what I've seen. Well, you don't want to be like the bandwagon. I mean, maybe you do want to be like the bandwagon. It's like, when I go after mobs, I go after the crap, especially when I'm on Monk. Oh my goodness, it takes like 25 skill chains with Monk closing before you do like half the total health of damage to a crap. Which I guess if, now that I think about it, that, no, they wouldn't be a good mob to break latent effects for the weapon skill trials. Because with a level 72 weapon, you're probably lacking enough accuracy and weapon skill to even hit those things. That would be kind of sad. Alright, so sometimes the RAM is up around here. Don't see it. Still don't see it. Mad Sheep's battering ram. That's not who we're looking for. Maybe he's not up. Maybe somebody already got him. Maybe we should get the battering ram. That's the battering one. Yeah, white skin. Alright. Battering ram, neck chopper. Kaba's battering. Another battering ram. Okay. There he is. Libertine Landon. We just had to go a little bit further up the road, I think. There he is. I thought I was tracking him, but I guess I'm not. Yeah, let's get him from this end. That way, maybe Apuru won't go standing into petrification. She probably will. She's crazy like that. Maybe everyone gets to laugh at my low lack of a... Actually, I'm surprised I have this many katana weapon skills. Shun, Yu, Kamu, Ku, probably Ku, for 10. I like 10, let's do 10. Only because, you know, it goes straight up into the air. It's also the same weapon skill that they used when introducing the, what do you call them? Archangels. I was like, yeah, I gotta give me one of those. Ability, weapon skill, play 10. I wonder if I can seal hate. Let's disengage for a moment. I want to see if I can return the mobs around. And hopefully get it so that Iroha and friends are not standing in the line of fire. Do I have a weapon skill macro? Dude, this just gets better and better. What to be like a silly weapon skill? Well, it wasn't exactly silly. Should use haste samba, shouldn't I? Job ability, haste, samba, meh. See, I don't always have to use the menus to navigate anything. Be awesome if I get a job point. I say awesome. I would just like maybe once. We got a darkness kill chain going. Paladin tank still has the hate. Nobody's died. Oh, nuts! This is why you never leave the house without ninjutsu tools. I never do, at least. You never know when you're gonna steal hate off the tank when you don't want to be tanking. Don't do it. Don't do it. I was thinking about it. Alright, go for the kill shot. Kill shot! Okay, when I say kill shot, it's totally not it. Shantoto means go for the kill shot. Holy moly, donut shop! Thank you. Happy Tuesday. Alright. Well, we killed the ram. We got the faded crystal. Let's go back out to what we really wanted to do and see if we can find some red terrapins in the rain. And I'm going to start adding those guys onto my do not throw away list when checking my mod garden every day. Of course, that list is getting bigger and bigger every single day now, isn't it? Yep. You do the Record of Eminence anniversary objectives like I do. Usually I try to hit these particular ones in, what do you call it? not the Lithene Plateau region, the Constantin Highlands. Because you can also get the Selbina and Mahara one from a... What do you call it? That one cave complex, the mines. Yeah. You're like 6 of them all back to back within 15 minutes. How would y'all farm accolades? Mini Illusions is turning Japanese. I didn't know you had the Japanese client, Mini. Let's hit the fish button. Ryzen Jima. Just spam that. You cannot fish without a rod in your hands. Not anybody who ever said that. Let's do my wardrobe number 3, my wardrobe number 4. There it is. Lu Sheng's rod. Oh, Frogler. This may not work. This will probably still get us mostly catfish. 99,000 sparks and accolades in like an hour or less. Should be good. No, cat merits is just kind of like a bonus. Just have to remember. Keep dumping one's capped merits into something more profitable, as opposed to just letting them add up to nothingness. That's probably my biggest weakness. It's like, hey, look, I capped all my merits. You can dump them with a goblin in Ryzen Jima. I don't remember the name of that goblin. I only think I have like 4,000 merits dumped with that one. It is Lightning's Day. That might be part of the reason why we're not getting anything biting at the moment. Haven't looked at the moon phase yet. That could be problematic too. I don't, but I do have a Japanese keyboard. Not even gonna ask. Fish. Amprox is probably the name of the goblin we were talking about. I just know him or her, because they look alike to me, as the goblin on the left. The goblin on the right, I believe, is the goblin you want to talk to for getting your other ultimate weapon. I can't remember the name of it right now. I want to say it starts with an A for some reason. Oh well. Alright, nothing bites after this one. Going to a different zone. Going to a different zone. Alright, let's see what else we can look for. This is for red terrapins. Only because we're cheap. Oh, frugal. Ascended Porogo said there will be no more testing in this area. Aeonic. Oh! Ascended Porogo. That's be the frog. And thank you. Aeonic is correct. I knew it started with the letter A. Fish again. Let's go back to Wikipedia. You can also go to Patchlow Marshlands. Sanctuary is Zata. Strong Fire. Really? Probably Nightwell's still probably our best bet. We're getting giant catfish. Not too bad. Hello, Mr. Mad Sheep. I guess I scared him as soon as I turned around. He's like, I'm out of here. Why is the sheep mad? Why is there no music in the zone? He added the whole charm thing. Shut me down. I love charm. Charm's like the best. It was like the only time I was able to see both Sungarthal and Dentril unite against me. You would think they'd be able to take me down too, but no. Well, I guess if I had my back towards them, without the shield, that's probably it. What else can we do? Speed this along. It's like I don't want to go back to Nightspell because we tried that earlier and we got a whole bunch of catfish. There's nothing wrong with catfish. I'm sure it's a tasty. I'm going to call him an amphibian. Aquan. But I've only had catfish once. in my journeys that actually tasted decent, good. I was like, even realized when I was eating it, I was like, wow, it's probably the best catfish I've ever had. It was in New Orleans. Not the best part of New Orleans either. I'm not gonna say that the seedy side of town is bad, but it's just seedy. And the fish was good. And I thought maybe it was just, maybe your taste buds changed and you just like to taste like catfish now. So got back to Texas, ordered it again. Oh god, it was terrible. Like, ugh. This is what I remember. So now it's all been rather, I don't expect much when ordering. Actually, I just never order it anymore. Unless there's nothing else on the menu. The worse the neighborhood in New Orleans, the better the food. There is... Unfortunately, there is some truth to that, but... You know... It's like the song. Every rose has its thorn. Every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. I believe that's from a song. I know it's from a movie. One of the Bill and Ted ones. Almost said Wayne's World. That'd be interesting. What if you got the characters from Wayne's World, and then you got the characters from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, merged them together into one movie? Would they get along? Would they, like, beat the crap out of each other? Probably not. Use their time machine to cheat? No. No. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Keanu Reeves has got to the point where he's getting desperate for roles yet. But you gotta think, there's gonna be a point in his career where it's all like, I just need one more movie. They're like, oh, do Bill and Ted #3. Be his last movie. Oh, all my trust in VCs disappeared when I zoned. Forgot about that. It's kind of depressing. Actually, I don't like this side of the lake. Let's run to the other side of the lake. Don't ask why. It just, well, it looks prettier at sunset, I guess. Yeah, the sun would be setting in front of you. Or it would be if there wasn't a big giant mountain in the way. Hills. Rocks. That general direction. Alright, dismount. Get ready to slash. Get ready to slash. Get ready to slash fish. And see what happens. Come on. You can do it. There we go. And we got that oh so pretty Ron Farr music once again. What kind of guitar do you think they played this on? Or do you think it's just synthesizer? Really? Our very first bite's going to be a red terrapin? No. No. It's a pair of rusty leggings! But yay, 200 limit points, 40 Unity accolades. I now have enough Unity accolades where I can purchase the next 6 items that I wanted to purchase with Unity points, so I can stick it on the auction house for a stack of 12. Maybe. Probably not. You don't know if you have enough skill to reel this one in. Kind of feels like a turtle. Yay, we got a red terrapin. Been waiting all night for this one. Job emote bard. Should do that every time that you fish up the fish that you're looking for. Whereas now we're gonna get like 20 giant catfish in a row. Thank you, Aggro. Yep. This here's a catfish. Watch us hit a fishing fatigue before we get our next turtle. Yay, giant catfish. Slash fish. Oh dear. Only got another half hour. It's... I'm gonna double check. I don't think you can aim for both... What do you call them? Red terrapin and moat carp. They wouldn't bite on the same stuff, would they? Probably not. Since these guys only go after the frog lure, a giant shell bug, rogue rig, and just a regular shell bug. I don't believe moat carps ever went after shell bugs. Try that again. M-O-A-T. There we go. Moat carp. That would be neat, actually, if you could. Another giant catfish. It'd be neat if the catfish gave me a skill up, but watch it give me a skill up. Oh, hey! Insect ball, little worm, and a rubber rig versus a rogue rig. Okay. I didn't think it was going to be very likely, but Another giant catfish. Do you think Final Fantasy XI has a ring out there that you get equipped while fishing that basically nullifies one's chance of actually fishing up large fish? Let's find out. We got a little bit of time. Alt tab again. Let's go ahead and click the fishing thingy. Food, fish, bulks, with boost bird, fish. Nope, fishing's what you wanted. Can you scream my name loud so when I re-listen the stream in my sleep, I get scared? I don't know how to answer that question, Ron Park. Typically, the only time that I raise my voice is after I've repeated myself 2 other times. And I get to do the, can you hear me now? Except everybody's like, oh shoot, Dad's pissed. Happy Tuesday. Alright, click the fishing button. Now we're going to go over here, and then over there, and... Can you do a jobby mode bard while fishing? No. We did get fishing skill 38, so... Yay for that. This... is an arrow with log. Alright. I'm looking at the Fisherman's Guild page, looking for gear, wanting to see if they show anything that we can click on that will, how shall we say, give some, hola! You gonna go for Ibisu? I guess it is on the list of things to do, not for this character. Something caught the hook. This is probably gonna be another catfish or a log. Feels like a catfish, though. D4M3. I said that right. Happy Tuesday. My shadows wore off. Makes me sad. It's a giant catfish. Here we go. Alright, here's some of the items. Pelican Ring. Enchantment. Increases rate at which fishing skill is gained. I think you get this from the... fishing contest. Alright, Albatross Ring increases stamina while fishing. Penguin Ring increases skill at chiring fish. Heron Ring reduces fish stamina recovery. Another arrow log. Good thing these logs stack. Seagull Ring increases fish stamina reduction. Puffin Ring increases chance of fishing up large prey. Would it be like large fish, or would that just be bad guys? The Naughty Ring reduces chance of fishing up monsters. Okay. And the Apron reduces chance of fishing up items. And the Kachina Gloves makes fishing rods harder to break. So I'm not seeing anything that says increases chance at, or decreases chance of fishing up big fish. Like these here catfish. Sorry. Giant catfish. Ah, there we go. Click once again. Even Dent doesn't have all the items that you can purchase with guild points. A lot of it's because they've added a bunch of this stuff since I stopped fishing on a daily basis. Fisherman's apron. I remember that apron took forever to fish. Get enough points for. Mooching. Mooching is a legendary technique used by anglers across Vanadil. It involves using live fish as bait to attract those more finicky bait targets. So mooching is going to be that thing that lets you use the... not dill. I'll have to look it up. I mean, Cyndaquil has some of the stuff, because I don't believe you can actually trade these kind of fish. You can only, like, get them the old-fashioned way. It's a Limicoline crab. Ow. You will hit me in the back. 0 points of damage. That's better. Whiff. Well, it's a good thing she had that second katana to back up on, or that would have been a very close fight. I can't believe she missed. That was the 119 weapon she missed with, too. It's embarrassing. But we're in fishing gear. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. Positive you don't have enough skill to reel this one in. So at this rate, we're going to get about 3 red terrapins every 10 minutes. Wonder if I was to turn Ventral back on. Send him down here with his level 90-ish skill. If he would get more red terrapin bites. So I remember that used to be the case. If you had high skill, then you would get more of the higher level fish. Remember one time, I just sent him down here with little worms, and he never fished up a single crayfish. It was all just smoke carps. It was also a full moon, so that probably had something to do with it. Turn around. Don't you miss this time, Cyndaquil. Don't embarrass me. Yeah, you shouldn't embarrass me. This time. Fish button. Rock salt. I should just buy the red terrapins from the guild for 6k each. That would only be 72,000 gil a stack. Just think about it. Yeah, another red terrapin. Think. Trying to do the math in my head, which isn't always wonderful. It's going to be a guesstimation. But say 1 stack of red terrapin fished in or converted into the level 90 the cooking kit gave you about 800 points. And we still need 7,000 points. I guess whatever 7,000 divided by 80 is. Make the guild back elsewhere is what I do. It is fairly easy to make the guild back easier. But really, that was a giant catfish? Yes, it is. Alright, so 11,000 minus 4,000 divided by 800. Alright, times 12. Multiply that by 6,500. And we would need... well, that's not as bad as I was thinking. About 680,000 gil. Red terrapins were a nightmare until I found out about the NPC. Good enough for me. Mount up. It is also light stay. I don't know if light stay improves one's chances of getting a high quality item during synthesis. I want to say that's the way it used to be. Maybe it felt that way. Equipment set, going to chef, going to equip. And we have a funny hat on. It's deja vu. It's like, we've done this before. Where we gave up on the red terrapins. After we got 11, 12 giant catfish. So yeah. Back to what hidden root or Deoden. I suggest doing mosquitoes and beetles. Those ascended notorious monsters aren't bad. Sounds like a Rise of Jima thingy. Alright, survival guide. Sleeping pill now kicking in. Let's go back to original release. Let's go back to Port Windy. Yes, maybe they'll let me sell the giant catfish to them at a premium. They'll probably say something along the lines of, we have enough giant catfish. Thank you. Frogs suck because of the porogogos. Do the charm. It's not just charm. Don't they turn you into a frog as well? That's actually kind of awesome. Getting turned into a frog. And then going after that poor red mage that was out of charm range. It's like, get him! Red mage is like, no! Go away! Why are you so mean? And we all gang up on him and knock them down as frogs. And like, alright, that was cool. Just do that again sometime. And you just watch your Notorious Monster's health bar just slowly fill back up to full, and it's like, oh. Yeah. Oh. Watch the red terrapins be more expensive. I come back this time. Let's do sell. Let's pick stuff from our inventory. Well, these go for about 21 more gil than they would from a regular NPC vendor. That's not so bad. Whereas I should have checked in Selbina just to make sure that giant catfish was not the guild point item this time. Probably is. Alright, so we got about 20 minutes left. Let's go ahead and pick up, let's say, 3 stacks of red terrapin if we can. 1. Let's pick up 19 red terrapins. So that's all they got. Dang it. Point was to find something that would not die so quickly. Safe to say that you found something that wouldn't die as quickly. Maybe... no. I was like, maybe we can go into like some PvP kind of thing. Syndicate can go to her tank. She's got a lot of health there. Let's travel to another home point. Let's do Winders, Watchers, home point number 4. Trying to remember what we needed. Oh yes, now I remember. Mithrin tomatoes, rolling berries, apples, water crystals. This kitty's stretching. She just woke up. That's usually not a good sign. I mean, she's going to start yelling at us soon. Let's see if they got any Mithrin tomatoes in here. Or even rolling berries. That would be cool. Nope. Nope. It's not a bad price either. Alright. I'm going to go and pick up 2 stacks. Just in case we get some breaks. We'll probably get some breaks. So should check see if they have bay leaves in here. Don't see it. Alright, Chomo, you don't sell rolling berry, do you? No, I wouldn't think so. Well, to Juno we will go. So we can get the fairy apples though while I'm thinking about it. Trying to build a DD puppet. Suppose can do back-to-back skill chains doing upwards of 50k skill chain damage. Probably just trying to perfect the timing with the multi-box. A little trial and error. We're gonna do Juno. Port Juno. By the exit. And there we go. Taki-chin just use a pelican ring. I'm totally not jealous. Used to have... Actually, I still do have a pelican ring on Dent. But it only has, like, X number of charges on it. I'm, like, totally scared to use any of those charges. Why not do Ergonites and Kizik Battlegrounds? Those take 4 damage in the shell, and you can skill chain tons of... I don't know if the Ergonites would have the hit points. Yeah. I think. Maybe... This is just a guess. Probably not even a good guess. Hi. What are you doing, cat? Felt like she was about to... Yeah, do that. Why is your breath so bad? Gosh. Because she's a cat. I'm gonna do bye. We're gonna do Roland Berry. Let's go and get 2 stacks of those. Whilst I'm thinking about it. We got the apples. We got the tomatoes. We got the berries. Cat came back. What are you doing, cat? Trying to think some of the high tier BCNMs. Like Tenzin. Even on 119 difficulty, Tenzin should still have a lot of hit points. Let's go back to Wondrous Water, something number 4. And if you do have the accidental murder of the Tenzin, then you get stuff, but yeah. You have to worry about the Tarus though. Oh, that's true, because they could... Can your automatons be slept? They probably can. Tarus can still kill you on normal. I've never seen that happen. Maybe it just hasn't happened to me. Not yet. Difficult? They can get me. I don't even know why I came in here. No! Dang you doors. It's like, they're open, but they're not open. Like, they should be. And... Really? I do them on difficult. I mean, sometimes when he gets that skill chain off, I forget what it's called, that does damage to everybody. That gets me every now and then, but... Cheese, the Tarus, using puppet Tarus, kept sleeping my entire party. Ah. Let's do, I would like to use my points. Let's go ahead and do a high quality... No. Not that one. This one. We're looking for the fluid crystal. Let's go ahead and we're down to 307,000 guild points. Let's make it 24. 2-4. Make it happen. Ultimately, I want to be able to kill Tenzin with a DD puppet, but right not a guaranteed. You send them up there to whack each of them, and they ignore the rest of the party. But that's for kills. When I suppose I could use Archangel Taru and fight Tenzin near Tarus, so he sleep kills. I think I tried that one time, and it didn't seem to either stick or he just wasn't doing it right. I probably just wasn't doing it right. Item. Synthesis. Synthesis, there we go. History. Cooking set number 90. Click the OK button. Get the last synth button ready. Just so when we get another 1,000 points. I would like to at least get to 5,000 tonight, so we can get the expensive item, and then we just have to worry about 6,000 next time. But yeah. Normal would probably only work. Doubt it would land on difficult. I can see that. Can't get Taru to sleep anything above level 119. Usually Resistor doesn't last long at all. So I never really even worried about the Tarus. I would just, since I was on Paladin, run Tenzin into the far corner. Magic spells would still get me, but not too bad. Of course, that's probably just me going, You know, Paladin can do anything. Except kill stuff quickly. No, that was probably why. I was having too much trouble with some of the story. Really, we lost Rolandberry? That's so lame. Volk. There we go. Wanted to interrupt that macro. See if I could remember to use... Where did it go? The Kitron Macaroon. Thief solo, not Paladin. Ah! Paladin could probably solo. I could see that. It just takes, you know, instead of 3-minute wins, be 15-minute wins. That's the difference between Thief and Paladin when you're looking at the DPS. I know this because when I take Lenos in with me onto the difficult Tenzin runs, if he doesn't land face first onto the deck of the airship, then we can usually kill him pretty quick. But every now and then, actually more often than not, he's all like, haha, sneak attack, Rudras, ow my face. Dent, where'd you learn how to tank? I'm like, dude, you should know better. You gotta give me a chance to build up some enmity before you start doing massive damage type stuff. You know, land a trick attack on me first. That helps. Oh, we got a crayfish. That's kind of sad. Wouldn't it be interesting the way we made the frog lure, where you take some brass, some glass fiber, and a living, breathing frog, and you just melt them together, and then bam, you got a lure that looks like a frog because there's a frog in there. But what if you do that for like crayfish and insects and all the other fun stuff? Bet you could. This is Dan getting sleepy. My apologies, everyone. If I start to yawn, hopefully I'll remember to cover my mouth beforehand. Alright. How many more of these do we need? The item button, looking for froggies. There we go. Oh, we still got 16 cents ahead of us. Ish. We can do this. I have faith in you, Cyndaquil. Get over 5,000 tonight. What do you need if she actually hit the 11,000? Feels like, yes! But no, we'll probably have to save that for next month. Looking on to what I got planned for Wednesday night. We missed last Wednesday. I forget exactly what happened. I got home late. We were going to do the Walk of Echoes weapon skill for the Great Axe. Still need to do that. I'll save that for next time. But tomorrow, I guess we'll go farm some more Blue Mage spells, because those are always fun. And then we'll try to do some of that high tier BCNM on Thursday, and then I still haven't figured out what we're going to do Friday night. Busy quest, Dr. Ergon quest, coalitions, what we did last Friday. There's gotta be something else. Quest-wise. Blue spells. Kayla Night Eyes. Happy Tuesday. Blue spells are great if you're actually learning them. But if you spend 3 hours killing the same mob, waiting for it to use this one ability so that maybe you'll learn it, that gets old. But at the same time, you learn stuff about these critters. It's like the cactars. I never knew this until H. Gillian pointed it out. So, during the daytime, they're going to spam the healing move, photosynthesis, I think it was. Which, if you're trying to learn Thousand Needle, kind of sucks. It says, come back and fight those things during the night when they can't use photosynthesis. It's like, but they're underground. Why would they be able to use photosynthesis underground? Doesn't make any sense. All I think about is like, Sunlight creeps through the earth, illuminating all the walking plant life. Oh, there's that one ability you have learned from those moss, or only like 2 actually became those moss. That was not. Oh, that's right. Oh, that just sucked. I remember one of the ambuscades, they had the moth mob that you could fight. I don't know if it had that move that you wanted. I don't know if Blue Mage can actually learn spells from notorious monsters in ambuscade. My gut would tell me no, but my gut's been wrong before. 6 hours. Not fun. That would suck. Be a lot of Godzilla jokes too when you're fighting a moth. So many. Alright, 18 out of 30. We have to check where we're at as far as... I still need to sell that stone cheese. Eventually. 8 red terrapins left. It'll be 7 after this one. So we're getting close. Finishing. We only needed 500 more points, I think, to go over 5,000. If we go over 6,000, we could say we got enough for the mithril screws, both of them. The 8,000 mark, and we'll say... Oh, I don't remember what it's called now. Dang it! Nope. Nope. Maybe. Let's find out. Scrolling back up. Scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up. Camphor. I don't know why I forgot the name of camphor. We sell it at the pharmacy. It's one of the prime blue spells you need. I think it's the one that gives dual wield. Oh. We'll learn it one day. Probably. I just try to learn them in order. I don't even think I'm 1/5 of the way done though. Well, maybe 1/5 of the way. But probably not. Slash fish. Slash synth. Instead of slash last synth, they should have just called it slash synth. With a slash in front of it. Because that would be almost comical. Almost. I don't know why my belly started making a ton of noises all of a sudden. I'm starting to think maybe it's hungry. It's because we were talking about food. All night. Chicken to turtle soup. What snakes taste like. Yeah. That's probably why my stomach's upset. Either that or it's the kitty's breath. Something about it I just find disagreeable with. Is that right? It's kitty. She knows what I'm talking about. She don't like it. That's just how cats are. Yeah. Ain't that right? Hmm? She's got her motor running. Long as she is warm, well fed, and being petted, she's usually happy. Don't you try and bite me. Because she doesn't play bite either. When she latches onto you, you tend to need an antibiotic afterwards. That way you don't have to worry about your appendage ripping off or rotting off. Is that right, D? She hates other cats. She's not too fond of other people either. She only tolerates me from time to time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that was so bad that she even has to get out of here. God. It's like... That's probably what hell's gonna smell like. Oh, non-stop. Alright, we're gonna hit the trade button. We're gonna trade over all our cooking kits of the 90s. I was hoping we'd see more over 100. Doesn't seem like we're gonna get that Found it. It's the one that gives haste 2. Erratic Flutter. That sounds right. Figured I should just look it up rather than try to remember this. Oh, I would have forgotten. And Beetle Muffin. Happy Tuesday. Thank you. I think this is probably going to be it tonight. We're out of red terrapins. We're not out of guild points yet, fortunately. Not a good goal, was it? Alright, we're at 5,660 crafter points. This might put us over 6,000. Kinda doubt it. Put us over 6,000. Alright, so with those points by themselves, we have enough for the 2 mithril screws. We'll need another 4,870-ish to be able to get all 3 of the items we needed for the next synth. And then we'll be able to actually try making our first +1 shield. Knowing my luck, it'll probably explode my face, and I'll lose all the items, and I'll be like, oh. But hopefully not. It's been a while. It has been a while. Unfortunately, you showed up just in time for me to go night-night, but no. Gotta get comfy. Alright, so Blue Mage spells tomorrow night. Tenzin. Well, actually no, I think I'll hit up all of the high tier BCNMs that I have key items for, which is quite a few. We'll do all 5 of the Archangels, because those are always fun. And then... Decisions. Diablos. We haven't fought Diablos in a while. I think I can fight Fenrir, but I haven't yet. Alright, Diablos almost killed me when I was fighting him in a... What do you call it? That one BCNM for the Chains of Ramathia thing. Of course, I was on Thief then. I don't think I was able to use Trust in PCs. It really wasn't him that was destroying me. It was the fact that I was poisoned and bleeding out and slept. And he couldn't wake me up. Nightmare, that was the name of that move. Yeah. Oh well. We'll figure out a way to do it one of these days. So I'll catch you all later. Be good, stay safe, have fun, and a day late and $1 short. Merry Christmas. To those of y'all that celebrate. Everybody else, happy holidays. Or more importantly, happy Starlight Celebration. Because that's what they call in Final Fantasy XI. Which is why you see goblins walking the streets of Winders. I say that, you don't see any goblins right now. As soon as I turn it off, they'll be back. Night, everyone. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.